What's going on, guys? Liam over here. About to go check the mail with
Which
Fiza. Nope. Only every other day.
Every other day? You mean like every other month, Liam?
Maybe like once or twice a month. But I just want to get on here again and share my thoughts and opinions. And it's pretty dark in here. It's going to be mail time, where we check the mail and talk about the day. Today was pretty shitty day today. Today's November 1st, and today, which by the way, I work at metals.com, basically gold and silver broker. If you didn't know that. Just moved out here to LA about 3 months ago, took a one-way ticket from Florida. Left my girlfriend, Fiza, here in Florida. Flew out here, took the job, and haven't looked back since. Just jumping on here to talk about my day because I had a pretty interesting day. And I'm walking out. Fiza, you coming?
Yeah, I'm taking the key, buddy.
All right, she's got the key. Excellent. So, as far as my day goes at work, had about 6.5 hours of talk time. I didn't have any TOs, and TOs is basically a turnover. So just the way our system works, I help open the calls, get the client qualified, and then pass it to somebody to build that credibility. So I didn't really have any of those. I have 2 deals in the works right now. One about $90,000, another one about $30,000. And I got to work and had the 90K account was supposed to be liquidated. And we had an appointment at about 7 a.m. I got there about 6:50, 6:55. And when I got there and it turned 7 o'clock, nobody that was able to help me was there, and I was freaking out. I called the client. I was like, hey, we're supposed to call you at 7. Here's my call. Don't want to be late. But unfortunately, my kind of manager, my supervisor, vice presidents, he is not, I didn't tell the guy that he wasn't there yet. I just told him that his appointment was going a little too late. So I told him we need an extra 5 to 10 minutes, and I was freaking out because I couldn't find any of my leaders, any of my VPs, anybody to help me out like I needed to. And it's like, shit, I hope he gets here. It's like, shit, I hope he gets here in time. Luckily, he walked in within 10 minutes and we were able to get back on. And then about an hour or 2 later, got a missed call from my $30,000 client. He called her back, and she was freaking out because she was actually nervous and kind of regretting with the process that she had started. And she was almost crying. It was a little crazy. And I started freaking out again because my leader, I couldn't find him anywhere. And I'm like, crap, I have a customer on the phone. I don't really know how to handle this. They're freaking out. 30,000.
Time for get a car, baby.
I think we're gonna throw that away. So I'll just be transparent here. Let's see. Oh, I went to the Church of Scientology once just to give it out. It wasn't terrible, but just decided I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole and just wanted to care about my family more. So I decided not to continue to go. Anyways, what happened? What happened? You don't have your keys?
I got it.
Oh, he's just going up to the penthouse. Okay. So $30,000 client freaked out, couldn't find my leader, finally found him. He was able to talk her, calm her down, get her back in the game. Have a good night. And
Where's your mail?
my mail, I threw it away.
Why?
It was Scientology.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so $30,000 client, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna
How did it get your mail over here?
No, it forwards. It forwards from our old address. And so, freaking out, this terrible day. I didn't have no TOs. And then later on, found out that the $90,000 deal that I have processing, the guy hasn't retired yet, so we can't do anything until January 1st. So we had to put that on hold for a month, or 2 months actually. It's November 1st, so 2 months, January 1st. And then the really interesting part was later on in the day. So I actually found out that the guy, so basically job, like we talk about a lot of political issues, we work with a lot of conservatives, and I'm in California, so obviously Democrats here. And I found out my neighbor, my coworker who sits next to me, he's just a Democrat, registered Democrat. I haven't voted before, even though I should have. But I'm just not gonna get into that right now. But we just started talking, and I'd say I'd lean a little bit to the right or more conservative or Republican, whatever, just because I grew up in a family that was from Florida. So just had a very interesting conversation. We kind of just pulled up a lot of these hot political topics and kind of just went down the list of topics. And let's see if this works. I'm gonna go out to my patio here. Oh, here we go. So just had this list of topics, hot topics of political stuff, and just went through and, surprisingly found out that our opinions aren't all that different. I mean, it's pretty close, if not the same, and if they're not the same, we can pretty much almost come to an understanding on most of it. So, it just goes to say, a lot of stuff that you see on media, and even my buddy Brian was saying that, media is really just all an act, and politics just an act. But it just goes to show you that, what you see on the media isn't necessarily the truth. At least, when you go into the real world and talk to real people, you'll find out it's not all that bad, and we're not all that different. So that's just my little day. I found that interesting and thought it would be a pretty cool idea to maybe have different sit-downs with different people and just go through a list of hot topics and just have a little discussion, hopefully nothing too heated, and see if everyday people can come to an agreement on that. Another good news, some good news that I had today. $1 million deal that I have in the works. Had a senior, somebody I work with, talk to them, and they got passed over to my VP. And word on the block is that is hot. So looking forward to getting a pretty big deal under my belt. Right now, I'm at 3 deals. Been there 3 months, so it's about a deal a month. I just popped 2 deals this week actually for about $300,000 in revenue, so I'm at $400,000 in revenue for the total duration 3 months that I've been there. And looking to pop, was gonna looking to pop 2 more next week, but $90,000 out for now. Hopefully we can save the $30,000, and then we got the $1 million in play. Tomorrow's plans to get in there and build up the pipeline. All about building the pipeline, keeping it fresh, and keep building it, and having things come out. So yeah, guys, that was my little Chase Space Mail Time day recap. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have any questions, comments, would love to talk to you. Bye.